Hey everybody, my name is Peyton Taylor. My purpose statement for this presentation is there is a major decline in academic test scores for our youth. The reasons that I chose my topic was one, I've been working with children since high school. I'm always hands-on with my students. Two, um, I've had interest here and there to becoming a teacher. I've had teachers that work at campus school that wanted me to be a teacher. Three, I like to discuss the topic of like who's at fault in the situation. Would it be the students? Because it is their responsibility, the parent, and the teacher. Because they're all actually responsible, but I feel like one holds more weight than the other. I just can't decipher which person that is in this sense. Um, but I guess in my actual video, I'll probably talk like a lot more about that. That's really the main thing that I'm excited to talk about. Um, the I am the advocate claim is my claim is that scores are declining rapidly with each year passing and students are not being properly prepared for upcoming years. Um, my evidence would be I'm just going to compare old test scores to the up-to-date test scores that we have for elementary kids. I might go into high school kids. I'm not really sure yet. I'm kind of really more so interested in elementary kids because I've never worked with high school kids. I've only worked with toddlers and elementary school kids. I have never gone up farther than elementary school. Um, So I was just going to basically compare all the test scores that I could find on the internet, and I also was going to ask Dr. Scott, she's the principal at Campus School Elementary, if she could help me with some of this, if she knows the information. I think she's going to be a really big help in this presentation for me. Um, and a couple of my warrants. I hope that this makes sense. I'm not not as positive as I could be. To assume who is at fault for these declining numbers, we must stand in the position of the teacher as well as the parent to better understand my claim. And that just means to know the duty and role of what a teacher does and to know the duty and the role of a parent. Um, Educating a child should not solely rely on the teacher, but rather the parent as well. Practicing comprehensive learning skills, um, that starts inside the household. So if the parent is doing a really good job at teaching their child just the slightest of comprehension skills, it's quite literally going to help the child at school, just going to help the teacher to teach the child. Um, both positions are appointed to them for a purpose to give information to a child for a child to receive. Since elementary children are so young, their brains can easily collect information like a sponge. Um, and both hold something different as far as responsibilities, but they endure the same struggles with that child. Um, and some of my counter arguments could come from certain teachers who don't agree with parenting students, and I know a lot of teachers do not agree with that because a lot of teachers are tired, and I totally understand, but that also plays a part with the parent because if you parent your child pretty well, if the child won't act out in school or won't, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to get into that in the presentation, which won't make the teacher worn out and tired because most of the staff is worn out and tired. And they also aren't getting paid enough as well to go above and beyond for students that probably not even going to care that much, you know? Um, and also parents who feel teachers hold more power, like parents that feel like the teacher is supposed to teach their child everything, and you do have parents like that. Um, and school systems who give mediocre curriculum, meaning just you can tell when because a lot of teachers they get a curriculum book that they have to follow by and like abide by, but a lot of teachers go outside of it and make up their own whatever is going to be more interesting for the kids. I mean, you could just see how the school could care or could not care about its kids by its curriculum if it's lazy or just put together or just something not interesting, something that's not going to catch the attention of elementary kids. If it's about the easiest attention span that you can catch, really. So, um, and that is pretty much all that I have. So thank you.